being these squads, they know when to pitch. They're on it. I do believe they're limited to one pitch, though, per play. Some of these teams,
All right, and we are live here for the game, the tournament.
I mean, we got
Tough
all
League.
4 teams. The games have already gone. Tough League and On the Clock have already scored on their offensive drives. Look at that. So, just for you people watching, some of you guys who are stickler for the rules, one of the things that you'll see in the sixes format is the quarterback will be able to run once per drive. The only limitation to that will be 5 yards before a first down, and in the red zone they may not run. But outside of that, quarterbacks can run once per drive. So it'll be interesting to see how teams incorporate that into their offensive strategies. Oh, we got a long play happening.
That's game time.
Game time with the touchdown. That'll be number 3, Skylar Gingrich with the touchdown.
So both Tough and Game Time have scored on their opening drives. Undisputed trying to score on their opening drive. Under pressure.
Cam with a lob. Oh, that's a dangerous pass, but it ends up working out. Another thing that you'll see as far as a rule change in this tournament is that players are allowed to jump. Players are allowed to, we have a penalty on this field. It looks like Undisputed's quarterback was past the line of scrimmage when he threw the forward pass.
Oh, that'll be a costly penalty. But it's nice when you got the big man, 24, Alexander Olivas, over the middle to grab anything in his vicinity.
Yeah, because he really just tossed that up and was like, go get it, bro.
Yeah. So Tough League's second drive.
Jordan Arias drops back, and he's going to take off. Look at that.
Well, there we go. We were going to wonder if you're not used to doing that, are you going to be able to implement it? And Arias did it without pausing.
Cam with the quarterback for Undisputed. A nice little completion, but it looks like he's going to be short. That pass was completed to Samuel Sims.
Let's see what the call is. No, they'll give him the first, looks like.
I apologize. That was actually to Alex Olivas.
Short gain over the middle for Undisputed.
So a lot of these players are going to be familiar with each other. I mean, you know, Southern California, as big as it is, the flag football world could be kind of small. You know, they play with each other either in the same leagues, or sometimes, you know, just in tournaments, local tournaments here. These teams are stacked, though. I mean, it's hard to tell D2 from D1. I mean, up top again for Tough League.
And they're going to get a touchdown on a post. That's Tough League.
That's Ethan Lazarick with the touchdown from Jordan Arias. So both of Tough League's touchdowns have been bombs. Let's see if Game Time can adjust to this.
The feed cut out just for a minute there, but that was a deep post route to Lazarick. So, Greg, you were saying earlier, who do you think is going to go to the championship out here in the D2?
I'm not gonna lie, I just on paper, I like Undisputed's roster. I like Tough League's roster. So if I'm going chalk and what I see on paper, I say Tough and Undisputed in the ship. But I think On the Clock Sports is also one that I mean they play this format a lot, so they'll probably be in the mix.
All right.
Game Time plays a lot of 5-man. They play 5-man center block. So they're learning this format and some of the rules at the same time, and that's really the only thing that puts them at a disadvantage.
All right, let's go to Diane on the field with an update.
Greg, you mentioned that the Tough League roster for D2 is one of the strongest ones, and that you expect to see them in the championship. And I'm interested, you know, they are the only team in this division that is actually a team outside of this tournament. And so I was talking to the other teams, getting a sense of how they brought their teams together. And, you know, they are definitely a hodgepodge. You know, people are being very strategic about, you know, who they brought from which team. But some of these teams are comprised of guys from 5 or 6 different teams. And so we'll see how that affects chemistry. But we see early on the Tough roster doing well because these are guys who play together all the time.
Yeah, that's a great point, Diana. Greg, what is your take on that? Do you stack a team with
Really?
superstars that haven't
That never happens in a tournament. No one ever stacks a team for a tournament.
No, never?
No, that doesn't happen. No, I expect that to happen. I mean, you want to play. I mean, if you're gonna have, teams represent a specific league, I mean, you want to send the best out there. So that just makes sense to me, man. Like I said, the talent out here is unreal.
Undisputed just got intercepted in the red zone. Long drive all the way down inside the 5, but could not finish.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the format. I don't know if we've gone over this yet, but the format for this is each team will play each other once. They'll take the best records, and the top 2 will play in a championship game, and that's how it'll be determined. So it's a round robin, but I mean, for some of these teams, this could be a single elimination. You lose one game, and you may not make it past.
Yeah, which increases the stakes. Everything a must win. Here's game time. Oh, and he's going to take it to the house.
So for those who aren't from Southern California, we're talking hundreds of miles, between LA and Mexico. And that's what's being represented here. And so I'm seeing teams from San Diego who drive up to play, 150 miles away in game time or undisputed, playing for those teams all across regions. And it's beautiful. It talks to how this sport has grown to where a guy is willing to drive 3 hours to go play in a weekly game.
Yeah, well, especially when you got this media presence here. They all want to make sure they get on camera and show their moves on camera.
Well, everybody, you want to play in this. This is a tournament. It's being live broadcast. Shout out to the tech team at Tough League. I know Billy Gale is really good about getting all of the media presence together for these flag leagues. I mean, thanks to him, because he really puts a lot of this on the map.
Yeah, and it makes it more fun for us, for the players, for everybody.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't get to play, but at least I get to sit here and talk about it, right?
Yeah. Arias rolling out. He's going to take off running for Tough League.
Look at that. I mean, if Jordan is running, it's usually the boogeyman or the cops behind him. So this is crazy.
So Tough League and game time in a little bit of a shootout there. Everybody has scored on their drives.
Little dump down to DeNarco all. So Danny Veal for On the Clock Sports is they have 2 quarterbacks. They have Turtle, who's another quarterback. He's more of the pocket guy. Danny is your RPO running quarterback style.
Like your RG3 style. You can hear some of the players out here. Pretty intense.
Looks like we're going to have a false start. Oh, that's got to be a roughing the quarterback over there. Looks like we got no call. Interesting.
That's going to bring a 4th down for Tough League.
So On the Clock just converted.
So, Greg, these are also shortened games, shortened halves.
12-minute halves, I believe. Running clock.
Mm-hmm.
Got to make it. You got to take advantage of your opportunities. I mean, there's not a lot of time for mistakes. There's not a lot of time for hiccups. Not a lot of time for learning.
Deep
Danny
lob,
going up top.
Nobody there. And Tough League's going to convert on their 4th down, and he's still going all the way for a touchdown.
Jason Overstreet is the main receiver for Tough. And, the guy's really good. I mean, that's his 2nd touchdown already. On the Clock just had an incomplete pass to Ja'Cory Mitchell.
He's going deep
He's
again.
going deep again.
Everybody there. Incomplete.
It's a big stop. Big stop. Undisputed will call a timeout.
So a little more defensive match here with Undisputed and On the Clock. Both teams getting stopped on drives. Tough League is going to convert.
Southern California, littered with top-tier talent across the board, has become the home to a new sport that dominates the recreational level.
So Tough League leading game time, 18-14, Undisputed on the clock, knotted up at 6. So it looks like On the Clock is actually going to keep possession here. Sends a man in motion. Double blitz on Veal. Looks deep. Oh, and he dumps it to nobody. And now it's a turnover on downs.
Undisputed trying to go fast on the ball.
Meanwhile, Tough League and Game Time are at halftime.
18-14, no conversions. You know, I wouldn't say that the conversions thing is a big difference between D2 and D1. D1, they really put a focus on making sure they get conversions because that can be the difference in the game. For instance, you know, Game Time is down technically 3-2, but it's only a 4-point game because Game Time got their conversions. That's big.
Yeah, very big. And here in the Undisputed game, that one is going to half as well. So Undisputed is going to start with the ball in the second half, and Game Time going to start on in their game in the second half.
One of the things I really love is hear the guys. You know, we got referees from all over, and you know, in every tournament, you know, the referees are the only ones on the field expected to be perfect.
Yep.
You know, a guy could drop a pass 3 times that day, but if a referee doesn't get a call that he likes, it's the referee's fault.
And even if they are perfect, still half the teams are going to hate them.
Yeah, exactly. They're just a needed evil out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to all our referees in the world.
That's one of the toughest jobs out here.
Oh, man, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's like being a politician. No one's happy with what you do.
No. Absolutely.
So any first impressions you're noticing out here so far? Any surprises?
No. It's about what I think. I would have thought Undisputed came out with a different quarterback than I was expecting. I was expecting that their quarterback number 11, John Guerrero, was going to be their quarterback, but they went with Cam Griffin instead. I imagine at some point they might make that change because it doesn't seem like, you know, their offense has been kind of futile right now.
So here we go. Here's Griffith. Dumps it over the middle.
Yep, dumps over this is man Nicky Sack. That's Nicholas Sakowicz. Looks like the tough Game Time game is about to get underway, second half.
Yeah. Teams have switched sides. Game Time is in the white jerseys, Tough League in the gray jerseys, and Undisputed in the green jerseys, On the Clock in the turquoise jersey.
Is that a teal?
Yeah, teal, turquoise. I had a little trouble trying to figure out what color that was. Griffith's dump is good, but the pitch is not.
I can't tell if On the Clock Sports, if their defense is just that good or Undisputed just can't figure it out. Because they are not able to move the ball right now on this defense for On the Clock.
Yeah, On the Clock has been clutched here today.
Meanwhile, there is no defense happening in this Tough League Game Time game. They are just scoring at will down here. Every time I look, it's the ball up in the air and somebody's catching it.
This is Game Time's third drive.
Yeah. Scored in their first 2.
And that's where time can really be a factor here too, Greg.
Yeah.
Oh, bad throw.
That is
Oh, he still caught it. Talk about saving your quarterback. That's Devontae Cottrell.
So if I'm the referee and I'm looking at this, I would have blown it dead. It would have still belonged to the offense because in a tie situation where both of them have possession like that, it still goes to the offense. But honestly, the defender's got to be a little bit more aggressive. I mean, he made the play. He got up there, got 2 hands on the ball. But then, you know, I think he thought, you know, play was over. And they're both still fighting for the ball.
Yeah, that looked like some Calvin Johnson stuff out there.
Yeah, it was a great play. That was a great play. That was number 3, Devontae Cottrell on that catch.
And that basically keeps Undisputed in it.
Oh, yeah, because that was huge. If they wouldn't have converted there, I would have called it.
Oh, the big
Ja'Cory
sack.
Mitchell. Ja'Cory Mitchell with the sack. That's a big play.
Meanwhile,
So
yeah.
the way the run zone works too is once you get in the red zone, no run zone. Even if a penalty or a play takes you out of the red zone, you've already crossed into the red zone, so now it's no run zone.
Here's game time.
Ooh, that's a dangerous pass. That was John Hansbrough almost had that on the pick.
All right, big series of downs here for Undisputed.
Got a rush on.
It's Cottrell.
Yeah. This is last down. This will be 4th down. This will be 4th down for Undisputed. Big play for them. Big play for them. This is where you got to draw up something that you really love here. Ooh, if Ja'Cory wasn't tired, I don't know why you take him out there. He's been real effective at the rush.
Undisputed with a chance to take the lead here.
I'm thinking they look at Samuel Sims here. I mean, he is like 6'5" running around out there.
Under pressure. Throws over the middle.
And that's who they go
the
to.
The big man. No, he could not come in.
Incomplete out the back of the end zone. Big stop for on the clock.
Big time stop there for on the clock.
This is where on the clock with their hurry up is at their most effective. And this is where having a quick, speedy quarterback like Danny Veal really helps.
Game time goes for the end zone, but throws it out the back. And I think that's a turnover on downs for game time.
It will be. Tough will start with the ball, already up 6.
So big drive for on the clock. They've done good job on defense in the red zone, but can they get their offense going and take the lead here?
See, this is one of the things that I think they're going to have to shore up because both Tough and Game Time look like they have their offense going. Just as I say that, Jordan Ayers completes a pass to Maury.
And Tough has been on fire with the deep post routes today.
Yeah. Although that was a corner route.
Deep post corner. It's hard to tell with this angle of the field.
So they called last man. So it looks like in the Tough game, Maury got held on that play after he caught the ball. The defender was the last one back. Automatic touchdown, Tough.
So that is going to put Tough up. If they get a conversion here, they'll be up by 3 possessions. 2 possessions.
Right now we got both teams in the huddle getting ready to call. Is like I said, from what I'm seeing, Game Time and Tough looks like their offenses are clicking already. That's why. That's a great defensive. That's right as I say that, Game Time makes a great defensive play. Another thing I'm noticing out here is some really good flag pulling. You haven't seen a lot of missed flag pulls out here.
Yeah, absolutely right. Other than a couple great, even better jukes, the flags have been being pulled very well. All right, Diane's got something. Let's go down to the field.
So as I'm walking around the field, I'm talking to teams and figuring out what part of the format today, were they worried about coming in and what they're adjusting to. And primarily, it's the running quarterback. And so a lot of teams are game planning for that specifically. You see OTCS, they brought 2 quarterbacks today, Turtle and Danny Veal. And they added Danny Veal for the explicit purpose of, this is a running quarterback. He is one of the shiftiest guys out here. And so that's going to be something to watch this entire day, is how teams adjust and how they plan for a running quarterback in this format.
So it looks like Tough on their field got stopped on their extra point, which keeps it a 12-point game. Game Time is on the ball right now, ready to go.
And on the clock and Undisputed, both very slow, methodic drives. Very interesting here.
Yeah, not a lot of deep plays.
So big red zone possession here for on the clock. Corner blitz. And he's going to go for the touchdown.
So on the clock scores. That's a big play. I mean, simple play. You know, center rollout with an option for the quarterback. I mean, that's just fundamental right there.
Oh, great pitch, but he can't
good
pull it
pitch. Get by game time. Oh, he couldn't bring it in. I think they're going to say the pitch was forward. He's calling him down at the pitch. Actually, no.
Call penalty on the offense?
We have a penalty on the offense. Oh. What is the penalty on the field?
That is hurting game time for sure. Time running out on them. They're down 2 possessions.
It looks like what he's calling is holding. He says that the center wrapped up the rusher as he was trying to go by.
Here's the extra point for on the clock. Pressure in his face. Throws away out the back. Dangerous pass is picked.
It's picked by Adam Amazaga with the pitch. I believe that's DJ Paul with the ball, and he's going to score.
Tough League dominating in their game over game time. They're going up 3 possessions now.
I have to say, a lot of the players on this Tough League D2 team have won the Spartan, which is the D2 championship in Tough. They're back-to-back champions. So they're very familiar with this format.
And clearly showing their chemistry as well. Switch at quarterback for Undisputed.
This is a switch that I saw coming. That's John Guerrero now at quarterback, and he's the one I expected to start the game. So I figured that they would switch at some point, and they've gone to the switch now. I think he's usually a quarterback for the team called the Wild Boys, and I remember they won the Spartan, the D2 championship in Tough actually a couple years ago. So this makes sense, and he was the quarterback of that team. So this switch I think is one that we can all expect.
Why do you think they didn't start with him?
You know, he's athletic. He plays on defense as well. So they were probably just figuring that they have 2 quarterbacks. They'll start out with their strongest defense. Now they're going to go, in my opinion, to their stronger quarterback.
All right, here's John. Quick throw sideline. Immediate flag pull. There it goes again. Good flag pulling, Greg.
Well, and then, you know, I'm going to talk about the offense. It's one of those things where, you know, as a quarterback, you got to be patient. You got to take your 5 yards. If that's what they're giving you, you take it. Because all it takes is one missed flag, and then that 5 yards becomes a 40-yard play.
Meanwhile, game time trying to dig themselves out of a deep hole. They are deep in their own territory, getting near midfield now.
Here we go, John. Seeing the ball. Center release. Shifty moves.
Yeah.
60 moves by Sagwish.
He's gotten one guy to miss on every single play, I think. Game time is picked off again.
Wow, that's Joe Smith, who might be the oldest player in this tournament.
Want to take a gander at his age?
I already know how old Joe is. I keep track. I know how old Joe is.
Well, he's an inspiration for me. I'm 40.
Definitely.
If I see him out there playing, I realize I can get out there.
Oh, yeah. See, you're 40. To us, you're baby. Nah, Joe is 52 years old, man.
I think the problem is being 40 and thinking you're still 20. That's what the problem is.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. my mind's telling me yes, but my body
it's telling me no. Here's John getting some good movement for Undisputed.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't think that it's a coincidence that you go to the switch to John at QB and they immediately move the ball down the field.
They have struggled in the red zone today. Can they finish this one? Double blitz under pressure. Oh, he bobble catch it. I think that's good. Touchdown.
That's going to be a touchdown. Yeah. That's a touchdown for Undisputed. They switch John.
That's
he comes in at QB, and immediately they score. So DeMonte Love is, to me, one of the best rushers out here. And I'm surprised that Undisputed is not using him in that fashion. He's playing receiver right now, but he's for sure one of the fastest guys out here. And he's for sure.
Game over on Tough League, but I think we got the last play of the game. They scored just as time was expiring. So this conversion, Greg, will be determined if Undisputed wins it or not.
Yeah, this is for the game. This is for the game. Tough League did what they were supposed to do. I mean, they put up 38 points in a shortened game. I mean, that's big time offense over there. So over here, it looks like Undisputed is going for the extra point. This is for the game.
They've been struggling all day. They've been on the doorstep. This is their opportunity to win it. John telling his guys where they want them to go.
I have a hard time not seeing him go to the 6'5" guy.
Blitz coming. They back off. John all day to throw. He caught it. Is he in? Waiting for the call. Refs are going to talk it over. Looks like he had possession. I don't know if he was in bounds or not.
We're waiting for it. I think the referees are going to talk about it, but it looks like his initial response is that it's incomplete.
Alexander Olivas again. He almost had one at the back of the end zone earlier, but was just outside.
Nah, that they have two number 24s. That was actual Samuel Sims on that one.
Guys are giving each other high fives.
I'm not sure of the rules, but it looks like the official call on the field in the Undisputed on the Clock sports game is that the receiver was out the back of the end zone. So this game will end in a tie.
Well, that should be very interesting later when deciding who goes to the championship.
That tie could eliminate both teams.
Yeah.
Depending on what they do in these next games, that tie could be rough for their schedule and their point differential. Because now both teams will get a 0 for their point differential.
So Tough League not only winning, but dominating in points. I mean, with one more win, they're going to go to the championship game. So, Greg, top records go on. Do you know how the tiebreaker rules work?
I believe it's going to go point differential first, then so it looks like it's record, head-to-head, then point differential. With only 4 teams and everyone playing each other, it's going to be hard to do the head-to-head because you're going to have a lot of teams mixed up. So I think point differential is going to mean a lot here.
So, big game is going to be Game Time versus On the Clock. And then you got Tough League taking on Undisputed. What do you expect to see here, Greg?
Offense. I mean, it's going to be whether Undisputed's defense can stop this tough offense. That's really going to be the big thing. If Undisputed can get some stops, I think they can score on Tough's defense, but they're going to have to get stops. Tough offense is probably, of the 4 teams, I think Tough has the best offense.
All right, and then how about Game Time versus On the Clock?
Game Time versus On the Clock. I see On the Clock coming away with this. They have more savvy players to this format.
And if Game Field.
The word or the phrase that I'm hearing from most teams right now, hearing most often, is flag pulls, and that's the focus right now. You know, a lot of teams getting offense on big plays from short passes because people aren't making pulls, and so teams are going to be looking to get back to the fundamentals and making sure that they're limiting teams to 3 to 5 yard gains instead of breaking free because they didn't make the pull.
Yeah, that goes back to what you were saying, Greg. Flag pulls so important out here.
I mean, it is flag football, so that's a fundamental part of the game. If you can't pull flag, you're not going to be successful.
And in the games over the years, usually we've seen the championship teams be very good at flag pulling, and those that don't win the championship, not very good. It's usually a key differentiator.
It's a consistent part of the game. I mean, the team that's better at pulling flags, honestly, and the team that doesn't make mistakes. I mean, you know, you could if they're giving you the underneath, you got to take the underneath. It's the quarterbacks who are like, you know what, I got this arm, I'm gonna throw in the coverage, may have my receiver make a play. Well, in these games, everybody's good. So if you do that, you're gonna be in trouble.
Game time's pass nearly intercepted there. Now, Greg, if you're at game time and you're their team, their quarterback, and you just got whooped, what's your mentality right now?
No, you know what? You shake that off. You shake that off, and you worry about the team that's in front of you now. You know, the game time's got to go out, and they got to put some points up.
4th down on their opening drive. Single blitz. Over the middle, it's caught, and they're going to get the first.
Wow, that's tough. That's tough. It looks like they had only 2 routes. They kept 2 in the block, and they only sent out 3. They sent out 3 routes against 5 defenders, and they still were able to complete it for the first down.
In the meantime, Tough League will start on offense, moving from left to right on your screen.
Well, we'll get to see what we wanted to see right away. Tough's offense versus Undisputed defense. I'm
And these are the 2 teams you called that might go to the championship.
these are the 2 teams I thought about, you know. I'm interested to see what Undisputed does on defense here. Like I said, DeMonte Love is one of the best rushers around. I imagine at some point they're gonna have to put him in that spot. I see him walking to the middle of the field, so I'm wondering if they're gonna put him at rusher this game.
Nice dip move for game time. They will get to about the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal. And Tough League's game going to get started now.
First play. He hits Maury Croson right away on a crossing route.
Just short of the first down.
So Maury's another one of these sneaky fast guys. I mean, he doesn't look like it, you know. But Maury's real quick. You're going to see him deep up the field at least once or twice in this game because they like to sneak him back there on a deep post.
And it's going to be 3rd down for game time. They're on the 5-yard line. Or excuse me, it looks like the 3-yard line.
Yeah. I mean, this is a good drive for them.
Double blitz. Under pressure. Gets it to his center.
Jump
reaches.
off.
Touchdown.
Just like I said about sneaking Maury back there, he was open. Better throw. That's a touchdown.
I think they were reading your mind.
Yeah. And he was open. So it looks like they called that a touchdown, and he got in on that play for game time. They'll be up 6-0. Now they're going for the extra point.
Double blitz gets away. Oh.
Looks like we got a sack.
They're going to get him.
Yeah, we got a sack over there. That was Malik Wolf on the sack.
Here's Tough League. Deep ball. Oh, it's picked by John, and he gives the little yell down to the receiver. The pitch is good. Wow.
Wow.
That's what you were saying, Greg. John, great on defense.
Well, that's why he didn't start at quarterback. I do believe, like I said, if they struggle on offense like they did before, he's going to go back to quarterback. But, I mean, you know, they did what he was supposed to do.
That was a fantastic pick out of the sky.
Oh, absolutely. He read that perfectly.
So, yep, Cam Griffith back in at quarterback for Undisputed. That's the first time Tough's been stopped all day.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Was he in bounds, though?
No.
No.
Gonna call it incomplete.
He was out of bounds. Okay. Hey, that's Tyler Tyler Hansborough. Excuse me.
Aaron Rowland looks like.
No, it was John Hansborough on the defense. He's actually jumped a few passes today.
Meanwhile, Turtle in at quarterback for on the clock.
Waiting to see that. We're waiting to see that. But it looks like they're going to keep Danny Veal in, which is smart. Now you got a 2-quarterback look.
Here's Griffith. Deep ball. Not on the target.
He's just missing. That was open. He's just missing. So We got Turtle leading on the clock on their initial offensive drive.
And it's 3rd down now for Undisputed. Can they take advantage of the pick? Turtle, quick dump.
I mean, that quick dump is sometimes the most efficient offense. I mean, you got to take that when it's available. Wow,
Oh,
good
great
defense.
flagpole.
Yeah, good defense. That was DJ Paul on the flagpole. I mean, that's just fundamental. You blitz 2, you have somebody who spies the middle. Because as an offense, when they blitz 2, usually the middle of the field is wide open. Both teams did what they were supposed to do.
So 4th down coming up for Undisputed on their opening drive.
I'm
Meanwhile,
sure.
Turtle.
Oh, Turtle with the run.
Turtle going to run. The flag comes flying. And I think that's against the offense.
I don't know what the penalty is. Meanwhile, 4th down for Undisputed.
Throws, catch. Oh, he made a guy miss.
Oh, look at that.
And
He
he's
made
still
3.
Going.
Wow. And there it is. There it is. Missed flagpoles on a short pass that was 8 yards short of the 1st down.
Greg, I think you're calling every single thing before it happens out here.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works. I mean, you know, they take the dump. Guy misses a flag. Guy misses another flag. Touchdown. That's the way it goes. That's why you got to take your short. That'll make it 6-6. Tough versus Undisputed.
No. I think Tough hasn't scored, so I think they're at 0.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Tough did not score. They threw a pick on their first
That's
drive.
right,
You're
yeah.
right. 6-0 Undisputed.
Here's the extra point opportunity. Makes a guy miss, throws back. Oh, the one-handed
wow.
leaper.
He's out the back of the end zone.
Oh.
But okay, you got a guy that's 6'5", and they have 3 times thrown it out the back of the end zone to him.
I don't know if he's running his route too far or what.
Whatever it is, that's just crazy. I mean, that should be easier than that. And they're
trying to go deep. That was the deep post over the middle.
Yep. Wrong guy, but
Turtle's dump is caught, and it's a
and he's
touchdown.
touchdown. So on the clock scores on their initial drive. So it looks like we now have a 6-6 game on the clock versus game time.
All right, tough league. 2nd down. Down 6. All day to throw.
All day.
Wide open down the sideline.
I wonder who that is.
I think you called that.
I mean,
one.
I didn't.
Did you call that
We
one?
haven't said that he likes to go deep to Maury Croson at all. So it looks like Turtle gets sacked on the clock sports extra point. Game time will come out, start up.
Here's Arias for tough. No blitz by Undisputed.
Yeah, that's an interesting tactic. Not blitzing.
It's
Good
the
flagpole. So Undisputed has missed Sims 3 times in the back of the end zone. I wonder, like I said, this guy's 6'5". I mean, I wonder if it's just bad route running or the quarterback's just throwing him out of bounds. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, okay, 1 time, okay. 2 times,
Maybe.
3 times, I'm sorry. There's a problem
Something's
there.
going on.
Yeah.
So game time with their 2nd drive. Scored on their opening drive. Here they go.
Looks like no rush. Quarterback probably ran past the line of scrimmage. That's what I'm seeing here, and that is the call.
Double blitz this time on Arias, and they got him.
And guess who sacks him?
I think you called it. Diamante
Love. I don't know why he's not rushing. He's one of the best rushers out here. It is crazy.
He's fast.
Yeah, he's very different. And here's the thing: as a skinny guy, you know what I'm saying? He's strong too. So when the rushers get into him, I mean, he's there. He can push these guys around.
If they can catch him coming in, because he gets in there in a flash.
Oh man, did you see how fast he was? I mean, DeNarco Hall is gonna have his hands full if they're gonna start rushing him every time now.
Here they come, double blitz.
And here he comes.
Steps up, caught.
Jason
makes the guy
Overstreet,
miss.
touchdown, Tough League.
Like a swimmer hip or something.
I've played with Overstreet before. if this game meaning something, I think they go with John the whole game.
Yeah.
Find a different place for Cam to contribute. I mean, he's quick too, so maybe they can put him at receiver. Oh wow, that's
Arias' pass knocked away.
a good defense.
Yeah, I mean, if it's do or nothing, you got to win this game. I think they got to get John in at quarterback.
Yeah, you gotta stop. You can't be messing around.
Second down for game time. Dangerous throw is intercepted.
Wow.
That's going to be rolling on the pick.
I mean, but that's that's the pick. I mean, that's the way Undisputed has been. They've absolutely played great defense the whole day.
Yeah, #1 defense out here by far. And Griffith is going to be coming in at quarterback for Undisputed. Meanwhile, 4th down for Tough League on their opening drive. Jordan, all time to throw, incomplete. Not on the same page. Trying to hit Hansbrough. And on the clock with a good defensive stop on their opening defensive drive.
So after the first game, it looks like this offense for Tough League is kind of bad.
Stalling out, yeah. And check that. John does come in at quarterback for Undisputed. They're going for the end zone. Man is there. It's caught. And he's just short.
He's going to be about 5 yards short. That's a good throw by John.
So Griffith looked like he was coming in at quarterback. Then they decided, no, we're going with John, Greg.
I mean, I don't think it's close who the better of the two quarterbacks is, at least today. I can't say for all time, but for today, it's very clear which one of the quarterbacks is better for them. That was Cam Craig on the catch, by the way. That was a great catch on the sideline by him.
Undisputed with a chance to take the first shot, 1st and goal from the 5. High snap to John. Gets away, throws end zone out the back, way out the back. He had a couple guys open too.
So he was saying that he's having a tough time seeing the back of the end zone, but I don't know. That's too many. At some point, you have to adjust.
Meanwhile, on the clock, Danny in at quarterback against Tough. He's going to take off running. Good pickup.
That's definitely something good, and I like the switch at quarterback for On the Clock Sports against Tough, because Tough doesn't see running quarterbacks. So that's a very smart move by them. John getting away, and we got a score. Undisputed takes a 6-0 lead versus Game Time. In the meantime, we got a 0-0 score in the On the Clock versus Tough League game. Got a short completion by On the Clock. It looks like it'll be 3rd down and goal over there. Again, we want to apologize. The stream has been a little spotty, but, I think we're back and we're good to go.
John, dangerous pass, nearly picked.
Yeah. So they don't get the extra point. It remains 6-0 Undisputed. Meanwhile, On the Clock Sports is attacking right now in the red zone.
So, Greg, with John in at quarterback, I'm guessing you're taking Undisputed in this game?
Yes, 100%.
All right.
I mean, like I said, I thought Undisputed would be one of the ones who would make it to the championship anyway.
So here we go. On the clock, in the red zone. Oh, Danny throwing it too short into the ground.
So this is where I think if I'm running On the Clock, I think you go Danny until you get to the red zone where the quarterback can't run. At that point, you switch to Turtle. That's what I would do, because Danny is not as good a passer as Turtle is. And so, you leave yourself short by not having the better passer in the red zone. That's a great catch. That's a great catch for Game Time. He gets the 1st down.
George Lee Modlin.
Yeah. So we haven't talked much about Ernesto for Game Time, but I mean, he's been at the helm. There's no quarterback controversy with Game Time. Meanwhile, On the Clock Sports, they score, take a 6-0 lead
over Tough League. And Tough League has to be real careful in this one. A loss would probably knock him out.
Yeah, because that would give him 2 losses.
Billy, On the Clock 6, Tough League 0. So they're going to go for the conversion here on the clock. Meanwhile, Game Time driving into Tough territory. Double blitz on Ernesto. Dangerous lob. It's
Oh,
intercepted.
intercepted again. Wow. That's house call. That's a house call.
That's Aaron Rowland. I think that's his second pick to the house.
Yeah, he's going to dance now. He's going to dance on him. We got 12-0 Undisputed. I mean, I said that they were one of the better defenses out here, and they're showing it. Meanwhile, Tough is going to start on their second drive down 6-0. Jordan's going to run. He's going to pitch it.
Dangerous
Dangerous
little
pitch.
flop.
Looks like the pitch might have been forward, so they're going to call him down by 4 yards.
Can you guys double check if on the clock got the conversion, Shannon? Okay. So that means all right, Undisputed in the red zone here. Or excuse me, for the conversion.
Yeah, they're going for their conversion here. Let's see if they can get one and throw it like in the – no, it looks like that's going to go out the back of the end zone again.
Way out the back that time.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter if the quarterback can't see the back of the end zone. The receivers are running their routes out the back of the end zone.
Yep.
So there's two wrongs there. They gotta get that right. I mean, that's like 7 times they've thrown it out the back of the end zone.
Just have that feeling that's going to cost them a game.
Yeah, they're the only team that's experiencing that.
Yeah. Here's Ernesto for game time. He's thrown 2 picks already.
Although the last one was kind of he did lob it up there, and the receiver probably should have caught it. That's a good throw over the middle field. Missed flag. But this is what I say: you take your quick hits, and you force.
Double blitz on Jordan. Gets away. Back across his body, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. So that'll be 7-6. Tough League versus On the Clock Sports, as On the Clock has a 1-point lead.
Game time, good opportunity here. They got to get in. Ooh, ball
gets tipped. Ball gets tipped by the rusher. And now be 3rd and goal for game time.
Meanwhile, on the clock with their next possession. Shovel the turtle back to Danny.
That's a smart play. That's something I would think that they would utilize a little bit more too. Here we go. Game time in the red zone. See if they can get across. Got a catch. See in. He's touchdown. Touchdown game time. Score is currently 12-6. Undisputed.
That's a big time drive. Game time right back in this game.
They absolutely needed that. Absolutely.
Here they go for the conversion.
No huddle, no play call. Let's just run it. They already know what they're doing. It looks like that conversion is going to be good. Yeah. It looks like they're set up for 2. So the score is currently 12-8. This is a game. This is still a game.
A game for game time.
Meanwhile, it's 3rd down for On the Clock Sports. Danny drops back. No rush. He runs. He's really quick. Got a flag pull. He'll be short. Oh, no. They're going to give him the first down.
They're going to mark the first down.
Yeah. Well, he's used his run now. He's used his run for the drive now.
Meanwhile, big drive here for Undisputed. Can game time get a stop? Here's John. Way high snap. Double blitz. Love's got the catch.
This is a problem.
Off
He's
to the
really
races.
fast.
And they finally pull the flag.
They got the flag. I mean, that's dangerous. He's one of the guys, you get him in open field.
How about this snap by the center to John? He's just floating it, and the rushers are in the backfield by the time John gets the ball.
Yeah, but unfortunately for them, they didn't cover the middle of the field, that's where you're vulnerable in a play like that. Aden Omazaga almost picked that off for Tough League. Danny's got to be careful with those passes. Be 2nd down for On the Clock Sports.
Here's John. And they're going to whistle this dead.
False start, Undisputed.
Can't see it on camera, but Love on the sideline right now stretching out that hamstring. This is where the heat and playing all these games starts to get to you.
Yep. Oh, deep ball by Davey. Oh, out of bounds. So it looks like it's going to be third down for On the Clock Sports. Undisputed driving. This is a big drive. Undisputed scores here. That's going to make it real hard because that makes it a two possession game.
Shovel pass, quick pitch back to John. Off to the races. Finally,
Wow.
they get his flag.
That's a great play.
This might be the final drive of the half for both teams.
Of the game. Yeah. So when the day started, I thought it would be Tough League Undisputed in the championship. As of right now, Undisputed is looking to do their part. Meanwhile, Tough League is over there in a battle. It's a 1-point game, and they're battling. So Undisputed. Oh, did
Is
he
it
catch
out the back? Is it out the back?
Is he actually?
No.
He's in bounds this time.
Wow. 1 out of 10.
Hey, they had the probabilities in their favor. So game time is got an uphill climb here. If Undisputed wins this game, they will play the winner of On the Clock Sports and Tough League. And as of right now, it's looking like Undisputed has this game in control. So the winner of On the Clock Sports and Tough League will be the ones that they'll face in the championship.
Here's Undisputed going for their conversion. Somehow, 2 guys blitz. They don't get him.
Oh, look at that.
And he is.
Did he get the reach?
No.
No good. No good.
So 10-point game, 2 possession in that one. Meanwhile, we got halftime with On the Clock and Tough League. Tough League will get the ball started in the second half.
For this Undisputed, I'm seeing DeMonte Love limping on the sideline. That is bad because he is a big-time player for them. They lose both their best rusher, one of their better DBs, and one of their more dangerous receivers with the ball in his hand. So hopefully he's okay. As we go to halftime.
It's where weather comes in, right? We're supposed to hit.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to hit? 90 something today, Greg?
No, we will be triple digits today for sure. It will be triple digits.
All right, second half beginning underway for the Tough League.
On the clock with a 1-point lead, starts the half with the ball.
This moment is about 82. That D1 men's division. Oh, pick.
Oh, John Hansborough. He's been close all day.
League driving here, Greg. Super important drive. They got
sacked. The winner of On the Clock and Tough League right now on the clock has a grasp of the game. 1-point lead with the ball as time is winding down.
Second down for On the Clock. They need one of those pick sixes again. And we're back. Just to update you, if you weren't there, Undisputed has knocked off game time by a massive score.
So, Undisputed wins by a score of 32-8. Meanwhile, On the Clock Sports is driving, looking to put the game away with a 1-point lead, 13-12 over Tough League. $13-12 On the Clock Sports winning.
And Tough League still has not been able to stop On the Clock here.
Yeah, we're currently in a timeout. I think Tough is trying to manage the time here. On the Clock can run it out.
I mean, if you're Tough League, do you just try to let him in right now, Greg?
Nah, honestly, what I do is I press. They don't have the strongest throwing quarterback. They're in the red zone, so he can't run. I would press and force them to beat me in tight man coverage. I mean, where they are now, you got to. I mean, you can't play off. Yeah, because if you play off, look at that. That's what happens. You play off.
And he's in for
the score. In for the score. That'll make the score
19-12.
19-12 On this Clock Sports. Now, I go for the win here.
You go for
If
2?
I go for 2, make it a 9-point game over. Because there's no way that the or are they calling it?
Oh,
Is that it?
looks like they're calling it.
Oh, that's game. So it looks like that's
Oh,
game. Score of
man.
19-12. 19-12 on the clock. Hey, on the clock said, hey, I heard what you said, Greg. You said we wouldn't make it to the championship, but guess what? We here. So it'll be on the clock versus Undisputed in the D2 championship.
Tough League started so strong, and then they just sort of pitter-pattered out.
You know, it's like that 400 runner who does that first 300 at full speed and can't finish that last 100.
Yeah, that's the one that'll kill you. So on the clock, going to play Undisputed, and you know what's even more exciting, Greg? These two teams, I believe they tied on the first game.
They tied the first time they played. So
no ties in the
no
championship.
ties in the championship.
So don't forget the women's division coming up after this as well. And then we'll have the Division I men's following that. So Greg, Undisputed taking on the clock. What do you see happening in this one?
I see Undisputed's defense overpowering on the clock's offense. That's to me, it's simple.
And
So,
of course, they're going to have John in at quarterback the whole game.
Man, they better.
They are very formidable with that combination. So finishing the day in the round robin, Tough League, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie. On the Clock Sports, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie. All right, we are back. The live stream is back. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We're not a $20 million NFL budget here, but we are back online. And it's a good game. We got about 6.5 minutes left, Greg, of the championship on the clock. Is leading Undisputed 20-12. What'd you think about that, Greg? I think you had Undisputed winning this one. And here we go. Undisputed trying to drive down to tie this game.
One of the things Undisputed, I don't think they like right now. The energy for on the clock is off the charts, and that's really they're winning off of just energy and drive right now. So Undisputed has got to get their energy up and match that because literally on the clock is getting certain plays and 50-50 plays just because their energy is higher right now. I'm looking at Undisputed. They got a lot of heads down, a lot of hands on knees.
And that's that consistency with on the clock. They've been pretty consistent all day today.
Yes, sir.
Huge drive for Undisputed here in the championship game, men's Division II. John with some time, dumps it off.
Dumps it off. That center dump off.
And good flag pulls.
So on the clock is doing a good job of covering deep and keeping somebody up for the center dump. I mean, they don't mind giving the quarterback a little bit more time to make sure they have everything covered.
And you're right, these players look very tired for Undisputed.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling in motion. All day to throw. And just throws it away. Great defense. That's going to bring up third down for Undisputed here.
It's interesting. Like I said, on the clock has a really good scheme right now. Their scheme is working. At the same time, it doesn't seem as though Undisputed has figured out with this defense yet.
So here we go. John telling his player to do a post. Blitz gets past him. Center drop-off is good, and a big gain for the first down.
That was one of the first times they were able to get their center free. He's been kind of locked up the rest of the day.
And you see players on both sides, Greg, kind of winded out there.
Yeah, it's hot. But, I mean, it's not so hot that it should really just slow down the momentum like this. I feel like Undisputed they're getting there. They're starting to get a score here. I mean, they could tie it up with a 2-point conversion, and then we're talking about a whole different game.
This is where that mental strength's got to carry you through in the championship game
100%.
near the final minutes. Dump off is good. Pitch is not.
It's a great flag pull by Steve Marquez.
So that'll bring up second down, a goal for Undisputed. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie.
Another thing on the clock sports is not missing flags. I mean, that's, you can force people into short passes, short dumps, but you got to be able to pull flags, and that's one thing on the clock is doing. They're pulling flags.
John throws end zone.
Ooh, what a catch.
Yes, sir, touchdown.
That's a great catch. That's a great catch.
Cameron Craig.
All day. He's been money for him all day, though.
That's great defense, too. Tyrone Jones right there, but Craig able to hold on.
So now we got a score of 18-20. They got to go for 2 to try to tie this up.
2:30 is what the ref said on the field. Left in this one. This could be your championship here.
Yeah.
Here we go, lined up for 2. What do you think, Greg?
I mean, I know where I'd go. He's 6'5" out there.
There's the snap, double blitz. They get through. Looking, flag down in the backfield.
That's going to be a 2-point conversion.
Love, it's good, but there's a flag down.
Yeah, that flag is going to be for bull rush. So that extra point's going to count.
So, boom, they tie it.
So now we're tied up at 20.
Love getting it in the end zone. And just like the first time these two teams played, Greg, it was super close. It's going to be super close here.
Yeah.
Undisputed calls timeout.
So,
are they going extension play?
I think they were going to go extension play, but now that they've tied it up.
Yeah, okay, so Greg, tell us what the extension play is, how that works. I don't think all the leagues have it.
So basically, extension play is our flag football onside kick. They'll get the ball at the 5-yard line, and they have to make a 30-yard play to get one play to get 30 yards. If they're successful, they keep the ball. If they are unsuccessful, the defense now converts to offense, and they get the ball starting at the red zone, 15-yard line.
Now, with about 2.5 minutes to go, Greg, do you agree with this call?
Well, it serves two things. They either get it, keep the ball, and then they're in control. If they don't, now on the clock only has 15 yards. They can't milk the rest of the game clock out.
We saw
this. I get it. It's an aggressive play right now, but I think it is the right call.
We did see this in the Tough Cup as well.
Oh, yeah. Ronan converted a couple of these.
So here we go. Strategy is just to prevent on the clock from milking the clock. But, of course, if they can convert here, they are in business.
Right.
So you got Samuel Sims, the tall guy, at the top of your screen.
Yeah.
Double blitz on John.
Got to double blitz. Got to.
Dumps it over the middle.
So
well
here
short.
Look at them collapsing.
Pitch a guy miss. Looking for the pitch. Doesn't have it. Jukes around. Now pitches to John's sideline, but he's going to be well short. Flag down way at the end of that one.
They were going to call. It's going to be a flag guard. That's going to be a flag guard. So the play is going to be unsuccessful. On the clock will start at the 15-yard line. Red zone going in. Another thing this does is takes away the quarterback run. So now on the clock, Sport can't run with their quarterback. They can't milk the game clock out. Undisputed has to just now, they got 4 plays.
So here we go. Dannyville Bennett, quarterback for on the clock all day. And on the clock went 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie today. Undisputed 1 win, 2 ties in the round robin, which is how both these teams got here. On the clock did beat Tough League and knock them out. So here we go, 1st and goal from the 15.
It's going to fly away.
So, Greg, what do you see here? On the clock, just get in no matter what, or are they going to try to get 5-yard dumps, run the clock, 5-yard dump, run the clock?
That's pretty much been their offense anyway, right? 5-yard dump, 5-yard dump. So I don't see them doing anything differently. But you got to take the touchdown if it's there. I don't think you purposely don't go in the end zone. You take the touchdown if they give it to you.
So taking a while in the huddle. There's about a minute left in this game, by the way.
Yeah, so that makes the move to go for the extension play even. I mean, a minute it's not a lot.
Has Turtle in motion there. Can Danny get him in? Double blitz. Shovel pass. Oh, the player fell.
Oh,
that was dangerous.
It was open too.
Oh, that looks like a calf.
A calf cramp.
Ooh.
Somebody help him off the field.
He wants to stay on there, I think.
I can see the cramp from here through the tights. That's bad. Somebody get him some milk.
Get the massage team out here. Boy, they are fortunate there was no defender looming in that area. That would have been a pick city. So clock does stop on incompletes.
Yes, it's official clock right now. So that's another big play because they got to stop the clock on that.
2nd and goal.
Yeah,
Double
so
blitz
they're
coming.
this is where they test Danny's ability to throw darts.
He's going for the end zone. Oh,
Ooh.
Out the back.
Stops the clock again.
Big 3rd down and goal here. Don't forget, coming up right after this is the women's division. All 4 leagues brought their ladies out to represent. 3rd down and goal from the 15. No run allowed. Men's Division 2 comes down to these final few seconds. And they're going to call timeout here.
Wait, is there no official clock? Because why, if that's the case, why would they let it run down? So, my understanding is, and I believe this is what's happening, the two incompletes both stopped the clock. However, I think on the clock is just giving themselves a little bit more rest. They let their play clock run down and then call timeout. So they weren't running down the game clock; they were running down their play clock.
$50 seconds left to go. 3rd and goal. Spending a lot of time deciding on this play, Greg.
On the Clock Sports is making some errors here because those 2 incompletes made it so that Undisputed didn't have to use any of their timeouts. And they've not advanced any. But like I said, this is not the strength of On the Clock. Like I said, Danny's gonna have to throw darts here, and he's great with that deep ball, and he's great with the running around and getting it going. But in these rules, a rush doesn't turn off the throw clock, so you can only run around for so long.
Here we go. Looks like a double blitz coming. Press defense. There's a double blitz. Quick throw behind him.
Oh,
Gonna look to double throw it here.
Double throw.
Zings it. He caught it.
Caught it.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Great play. I'm
Oh.
gonna say it was a great catch by the receiver. It was terrible defense. There's nobody in his zone. The guy comes across. He sees the guy coming across, and he allows him to get in front of him. I mean, you just can't have that. If anything, you force him to throw a dot in the back of the end zone. Don't let him run right across your face.
So some trickery here at the end. Look at everybody floated left. They even had the center kind of open there for him if they wanted as well.
Yeah.
So 26-20 on the clock takes the lead. And they're going to go for the extra point conversion here. Everybody arguing on the field now.
I don't know what the argument is or what they're questioning.
What do you think? Should they go for 1 or 2 here, Greg?
Go for 1. Go for 1. Get the.
$40 seconds left. This should be an untimed down. So it looks like they're going for 1, Greg.
I mean, that's the smart move. Force the defense to have to, go make them have to make a play. Now, if they score, they need, 2 to win the game, and they got to go for 1 just to tie it up. So this is smart. Go for 1. It's an easier play, but you still got to convert this. You don't want it to come down to an extra point.
There's the snap. Throws.
Good.
It's
route.
good. It's good.
Ooh, he hit him with a whip in.
And 40 seconds to go. They are up by 7. You know, Greg, Nicholas Turkowitz, for On the Clock, if you see the back of his jersey, it's Team Leighton's for his 3-year-old daughter. Leighton, 3-year-old daughter who survived kidney cancer. 3-year-old son who survived kidney cancer.
Yeah, man, he went through a struggle. You know, that's a strong kid. It's a strong family. They went through a lot, man. God bless him.
Nice shout out on his jersey for him. So here we go, 40 seconds to go. Undisputed has to go the length of the field. Seems like a lot of time for this Undisputed team, honestly.
40 seconds is a lot of time, especially when incompletes and out of bounds are going to stop the clock right now. I mean, that's a long time.
So you got Love in, who was cramping earlier, but he's out there. There's a snap. John, quick throw.
Got to get out of bounds. No, I don't think he got out of bounds.
And
they're going to stop the clock. They're going to stop the clock. Yeah. If I was reffing, I say that he pulled it before he got out of bounds because the ball being over the out of bounds line doesn't mean you're out of bounds. You got to physically be out of bounds.
32 seconds left, and they can't challenge it, I believe, right now.
No. No.
Just kidding. They can't challenge that. 32 seconds to go. John surveying the defense. Single blitz. Quick throw. Caught. Pitch is good. Makes a guy miss and gets out of bounds.
Miss and gets out of bounds. I mean, this is smart offense right here.
So that'll bring up third down and about 4. 25 seconds to go. What do you think, Greg? Go for the first here or do a little trickery, go deep?
Honestly, in this situation, I go smash route. I have a stop on the sideline because they know that we want to get out of bounds, and I have a corner over the top of it. Make them play it.
There's the snap. Dumps it to the center. Looking for the pitch. It's there. First down, but they're in bounds.
They call timeout.
And they're called timeout. $16 seconds to go. First down, Undisputed. Just inside on the clock's territory.
Oh, man. This is where the nerves are going. This is where no one has timeouts left. It's just, I mean, it's football right here.
You got to get out of the bounds or spike it if they get tagged inside. And they get if they get flag pulled inside, they're going to maybe get another one play off after that. But they can get a good 20 yards here, 15, 20 yards. It'll set them up for a chance. On the clock, playing very deep on defense, given the underneath.
On the clock, yelling at each other in their secondary. They're telling them to play up, but it looks like
there's a snap. And he's out of bounds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but on the clock had only 5 guys on the field. I could be wrong on that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they still only have 5. No, now they have 6. Blue headband on the far sideline.
Looked like he was on the sideline there.
Here we go.
Here we go.
A flag
Looks like a double blitz.
A flag bull inbounds could end the game. So they got to be smart here.
Pump fakes. Gets away from the rusher. Throws sideline. Incomplete. Good defense. 7 seconds left.
I think this is it.
That's maybe one play. Unless they get something really quick and go out of bounds. Undisputed's chance at a championship. Rest here. Now what are you calling, Greg?
I've got a tricky play here that we run. It's a post corner stop, but I throw the ball inside. So he runs it like a post corner. Defense bails, but when he stops, he immediately comes back.
He's going deep for the end zone, but the defense is there for the pick, and that's going to end it.
Game time. On the clock Sports wins the inaugural Division II.
On the clock Sports going to take away the Division II championship. What a run and what a day for them. They are going to win it 27-20. Wow, not who we thought was going to be here and win it, Greg, but they pulled it off, proved everybody wrong.
Hey, that's usually, that's what happens. You got we can say all we want to say before the game starts, but you got to play the game.
So we thank you for tuning in and being patient with us during this live stream. Again, congrats to On the Clock. Congrats to Turtle for all you and your family have gone through. Really just an amazing, amazing journey for you. And congrats on the victory here. First ever flag football face-off On the Clock, winning the Division II. And don't forget, coming up next, we've got the women's division. All 4 leagues, rather, will have a women's team out here. And that's coming up right after this.
Glad it's you, not me.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm waiting on my boy to finish making this franchise. Right on it. We ain't started nothing. So how you gonna do it? We'll play everybody's name on the wheel and we'll spin the wheel. So waiting on it. Waiting on that.
There you can see on the clock enjoying the victory. They're getting ready to be interviewed. All right, so let's go to Diane on the field with the winning team on the Clock Sports.
I am here with On the Clock Sports, who win the inaugural D2 division in this flag face-off. So give it up for them. So let me talk to Louis first. Tell us what went into putting this team together.
Look, what we did, our mission was to just get good attitudes on the team. Hard workers, guys that are there. They've been there since the beginning of OTCS, so we're going on, 5 years now? So majority of these guys have been with us since the beginning, and it showed. You know, we didn't start off super well today, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Awesome. All right, Turtle. Turtle, who told me that his favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle was Donatello. You said to me at one point during this tournament that all-star teams are really difficult to play with.
Yeah.
You know, what were those challenges and how did you overcome that?
The challenge is you have so many incredible athletes on this team, and you feel that everybody is special in their own niche, and you want to get everyone the ball. Everyone deserves the ball. Everyone can make a play. But when it comes to the team, some people got to be a role model. Some people got to be a decoy. Some people got to take that step back and trust somebody else. And that's what you saw in those last 2 games, that everyone just decided, you know what, it's not about my all-star status. It's about the name on the front of the jersey, not the name on the back.
All right, so at one point during the tournament, you know, you all were looking frustrated, losing in a game that you thought that you should win. And at one point I heard Steve go, you know, these are the adjustments that we needed to make. So Steve, tell me, where are you, Steve? So you told me that you made the adjustments that you needed. What were those?
I just had to tell these guys to play how they always play. I mean, play with confidence, play smart, play discipline. I said it before the tournament started. We're the best team out here. We're the best players out here. And all we had to do was trust each other. And we came out a little slow, but we came out at the end and we did what we had to do. We adjusted. We pulled flags. We made sure we didn't give up anything deep. And offense scored the ball, and they won the game for us. So that's all that had to be done. We just had to get everybody in their minds again, and that's it.
All right, well, they started a little slow, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And how they finished, they are champions of the D2 division.
All right, so congrats to On the Clock. An amazing, amazing game, amazing day. And again, congrats to Turtle for everything he's gone through and his family has gone through. A lot of perseverance, a lot of adversity in that man there. So On the Clock winning today. They tied their first game against Undisputed. They lost the game time, but they beat Tough League, knocking them out, and then they come out and win the championship. So coming up next is the women's division. You got Tough League women's, Undisputed Flag women's, the On the Clock Sports women's, and Game Time women's. That will be starting shortly. So, Greg, coming up, women's division, what do you expect coming out for each of these leagues today in the women's division?
I honestly prefer to watch the women. I feel like, I feel like they take the game just as serious as the guys without the drama. But when it comes down to it, I think it's quarterback play. And, you look at the quarterbacks out here, Tough has the best quarterback in Jonah. I don't know if anybody out there thinks that they can prove me wrong, but that's what I see. So I got to say Tough is up there. And then I'm going to go with On the Clock. On the Clock has Amanda Turbo throwing for them. So she's another great quarterback. So I'm going quarterback play. So I say Turbo and Jonah. So that's Tough League, and On the Clock end up in the championship.
All right, there is your prediction for Mr. Ellis himself. Now, Greg, I've been doing the top 5, top 10 plays, and I love doing the plays for the women's. They make some amazing plays out there.
They do. They really do. And it's funny because they are. They're more fundamental sometimes than the guys because they pull flags. They don't miss a whole lot of flags. They do the small things they're supposed to do. And it's fun to watch as far as somebody like me who loves flag football and everything about it. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait.
Yes, very much looking forward to it. So Tough League women, they're going to have Jonah Chow, Ari Bordeaux, Burgundy McCurdy, Catherine Nunn, Shelly Peterson, Cindy Peralta, Kate Huska, Mallory Torres, Becca.
Mallory.
Becca's always fun to watch. Jasmine Edwards, Brittany Angel, and China Lee. Hope I'm pronouncing all that right. Game Time's going to have Jackie Bayona, Monet Smith, Shanti Smith, Erica Greer, Amber Greer, Sydney Villarreal, Desiree Ortega, Brittany Torreon, Joy Cooper, Ten Basiarto, Sabrina Kessler, and Allie Perry.
Joy Cooper is another one of those QBs. I forgot about Joy, man. Yeah, we got some dope QBs in this tourney, man. This is going to be amazing.
Undisputed is going to have Asha.
Asha's another good QB.
I was going to say, when you're naming quarterbacks, you got to name Asha.
Yeah, man.
You got Hannah Bowden, Danielle Galloway, Estella Tam, Kylie Edwards, Laurel Cassell, August Touchard, Alyssa Randall, Lizzie Kalam, and Michaela Rand. By the way, as I'm reading these names, I'm noticing a lot of them also play in Tough League.
Everyone out here plays in all of the divisions.
Yep.
Because, certain ones that stay close to heart, and that's who they rock for.
And on the clock, you got Berenice Albiter, Michelle Jones, Nat Kreiner, Tina Chang, Danielle Smith, Vivian Doan, Melissa Vasquez, Kirsten De Nicola, Victoria Torres, Amanda Herrera, and Sarah Evans.
Yeah, so there's some players that stick out. For Game Time, Monet Smith, she's a big time rusher. She plays that second blocker that leaks out, and she's got hands. For Tough, you got Ari. That's who Jonah's gonna like to go to. On the clock, Turbo. Turbo's got a nitly players to go to. She can throw to any of these girls. They're all ballers. For Undisputed, you got Danielle and Estella. Estella's also a good quarterback, but I do believe Asha will end up throwing, but Estella's also a good quarterback. So, we've got some great teams out here.
Now, the Tough Women's will be 5-on-5. No contact allowed out here.
Yeah, this is the national non-contact rules, 5-on-5. This is probably the most common format. This is also the format that they play internationally. They play the 5-on-5 non-contact. So if you watch the USA take on Italy in the championship, that was 5-on-5 non-contact. So that's the format that these girls are going to be playing out here today.
So coming up in the first matchups on the clock, going to take on Undisputed, and Tough League going to take on Game Time. Who are you looking at in both of these preliminary games, Greg? Greg stepped out just for a second here. Hot day out. The wind is picking up a little bit. So Greg, Tough taking on Game Time. Who you got? I know you're saying Tough's going to the championship. Who you got?
I'm gonna go Tough. Like I said, that's who I picked. If I had to pick somebody to win it all, I'm picking Tough. Not for any biased reasons. I honestly just believe, looking at their roster on paper, they're going to be the better team out here. So I've got Tough. So I got Tough winning this game against Game Time. I've got Undisputed winning the game against On the Clock. Even though I do believe On the Clock eventually will probably end up in the championship game.
So here we go. Undisputed in the green, neon green, moving from right to left. On the Clock will be in the turquoise teal. And there's Asha in at quarterback. Quick dump over the middle, caught, and flag is pulled. That's August Touchard on the reception.
I'm down.
Second down. Single blitz on Asha. Another dump off over the middle.
I mean, in 5-on-5 non-contact, that's normal. You know, you get a lot of dump offs because there's no blocking. So that rush comes in right away. You got to have a play. You got to have a route you're looking at pre-snap right away.
Third down is short.
So we got Estella playing center. It's a pretty sneaky play because she can drop back double pass and also throw the ball.
And quick drop, first down.
Quick drop, first down.
So first down here for Undisputed. There's the snap. Quick throw. Ooh, bobbled, missed it, nearly picked off.
That was a really good rush coming in.
Trying to hit Kylie Edwards, and she is one player you got to watch out here too, Greg.
Yeah, she's really. That was Sarah Evans on the rush for On the Clock. She got in there real fast.
Kylie Edwards, definitely a star player. Second down. Tough League getting started with Game Time over there as well. Tough League moving from right to left. Well, left to right, I guess, on your screen. That's Jonah. Quick dump off. It's caught. The pitch is good, and a big gain on first down. Nice throw by Asha
That's
here.
a good route.
Oh, didn't have her flag
She missed
pulled.
the flag pull. Got touchdown, Undisputed. It's a good play call. Nice little crossing routes. She hit her right on stride so that she was able to get around the defender. Right now, we're experiencing another blackout on one of our cameras, so we don't have the visual for Tough versus Game Time, but we'll keep you updated on the scores. That game is happening simultaneously.
Here's Asha.
Ball away. She tries to
Incomplete.
go up top. Try to go up top to her big receiver out there. That was Hannah Bolden. She couldn't bring it in.
So good defense there on the clock. Whose men's team just won the championship. They'll have their first opening drive.
We got Amanda Herrera at court. Oh,
intercepted.
The receiver
Coming the
dropped
other
it.
way. Touchdown. Lizzie Kalam for Undisputed.
Wow. That's crazy.
Not the play you want on the first play of a tournament.
No. I mean, it was a good ball. I mean, that's Amanda Herrera. We call her Turbo. That'll make the score currently 12-0 Undisputed.
Meanwhile, Tough League just went for a deep route, was overthrown slightly by Jonah. They have the ball deep in their own territory. Here's the conversion for Undisputed. Incomplete. And there we go. We got Tough League Game Time live now on your screen. Here's Jonah. Incomplete. Herrera makes the completion.
That's Turbo with the throw.
Jonah's pass attempt for Becca Shoney. So 4th down coming up for Tough League on their opening drive. And this is Undisputed second drive.
This is surprising that Tough is struggling on offense like that. I expected their offense to be a lot better.
Oh, look at the moves by Becca. That was on 4th down, and looks like they gave him the first.
Yeah.
Big time conversion. Becca Shoney, definitely a player you want to watch for on Tough League. Herrera. Catch is caught. Ball is caught, I should say. 1st down.
So one of the things I like about On the Clock Sports is they have a lot of girls who can catch a short pass and, you know, with a hip move can go the distance. So you're going to see them do a lot of dink and dunk.
Brittany Angel on the receiving end of Jonah's catch for Tough League. Herrera, quick dump.
We haven't seen her yet, but one of Turbo, that's a quarterback for On the Clock. One of her favorite receivers is number 4, Michelle Jones. She will get into the act here soon.
Jonah deep in game time territory now. Ball a little bit high, incomplete. Looks like Catherine Nunn was on the receiving attempt. Herrera going to hand it off. Collision. Keeps going. Juke move. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Wow, nice move.
That was a great play. That was Berenice Albiter on the run.
So that will put On the Clock with 6 points. They trail Undisputed 6-12. And Tough League will get on the board with Jonah to Becca. They'll have 6 points.
Yes, Tough League now leads that game 6-0.
So nice recovery by Tough League. They were 4th and long, able to convert. Here's the conversion.
Wow,
And
good play.
flag
That was
is
good
pulled.
defensive play. It's a great flag pull.
Kylie Edwards.
Yeah, that was Tina Chang on the flag
Excuse
pull.
me.
Oh. Yeah, it's just, there's so many flag leagues in Southern California. These are probably 4 of the bigger ones, and it's kind of neat to see all of the different players out here representing these leagues. And it's everybody gets along. There's a camaraderie. There's a brotherhood. There's a fraternity. There's a sorority. There's all of that with all of the players out here, and it's in a great environment, and it's beautiful to see.
So Game Time's opening drive now against Tough League.
This is Joy Cooper at quarterback for Game Time. You'll see her one of her favorite targets will be Monet Smith, and that's who she goes to first. She loves to use her tight ends, Jack, and Monet.
Meanwhile, Asha showing productivity on the offensive her side of the field. Another good gain there. Throw over the middle, bobbled and incomplete.
Oh, that was Jack. That's our first two passes are to the two people I said she likes to go to.
Blitz coming on Asha. Hits Estella.
That's Estella. It's a great catch. Fun fact, Estella Tam is my golf partner. That is all.
Where do you golf?
So we're fortunate here in California to have golf all year long. The last time I think Estella and I played at Sand Canyon Country Club in Santa Clarita. That place is beautiful if you've never been there. They basically got 3 9-hole courses that makes up a 27-hole course. I mean, it's amazing. Beautiful mountains in the background, excellent greens. We were dog crap, but, you know, it looked good out there.
Deep ball, incomplete down the sideline. So did Estella tell you any scoop, any insights about today?
Only that she thinks her team is the best. And I would expect her to say nothing else.
Figures.
I mean, it's they're showing it.
Does she know you called them to not make the championship?
She does not, but I'm sure when she hears this, she'll have something to say.
How much she'll have to say depends on if they do make the championship or not.
Yeah. Asha's out here looking real good throwing this ball. I mean, she is on point. Look at that. There we go again.
Boom.
I don't think she's missed yet. To be fair, Turbo really hasn't missed either. The interception bounced off the receiver's chest.
So that's a touchdown for Undisputed.
Yeah. Undisputed is now up 18-6.
We got 2 offensive touchdowns and 1 pick six. So Tough League has the ball now. Game Time unable to convert successfully on their opening drive. Jonah avoids the rush. Hits Becca. Nice pitch. Oh, but can't hang on.
Wow,
Boom.
What a catch. That is a great catch by number 2, August Tashard. For the Undisputed 1-point conversion.
Oh, and a quick move by On the Clock. Catches Undisputed.
Turbo with the pass.
With too many guys on the field.
What a great flag pull. Goodness gracious.
Too many girls on the field, I should say.
Man, that was Lizzie Kellum with the flag pull.
Tough League driving. They are in Game Times. Oh, a deep throw. Incomplete. Flag. Late flag comes flying.
Yeah, I do believe we had some passing of the interference type.
In the day.
And on top of that, it is blazing hot on that turf. So I know that does not feel good laying down there. There's miss, and she's gone.
Touchdown.
So now this is a runaway over here by Tough League. Great flag pull in the on the clock Undisputed game. So it looks like a mass sub for Undisputed. Let's see what they do here.
3rd down coming up for
Undisputed.
Undisputed.
Has some height. There's some height on their team.
Oh, yeah. The middle is good.
She's still running.
Catherine Nunn.
This is 3rd down, so gets the ball
lob
away, incomplete. On the clock, will take over.
On the clock with a chance now. Good defensive
on the clock,
stop.
Changed quarterbacks.
New quarterback in. Going deep. Overthrown.
The receiver stopped. Actually, it wasn't. The receiver stopped running. If she keeps running, that's a touchdown.
Berenice Albetter in at quarterback, 4 on the clock. Why do you think the switch up, Greg? Think they can get faster down the field?
I think they want to get away from this rush. I think what's going to end up happening is they're going to run something where they're going to give Berenice a chance to run or throw because she's very, very quick.
Berenice, quick throw. It's caught. Nice spin move.
Yeah, that's Viv, man. Viv is a blur out there.
And the flag down here.
So it's an interesting development. There are actually 27 referees on the sideline.
And all of them have a different opinion about it. What happened?
Yeah.
5 seconds left in this on-the-clock undisputed game. 3rd down. They're going to have to go deep here.
Jonah with the ball. No rush. Oh, man, that was great defense over there. Number 9 for game time.
Here's the blitz. Throws, deep floater. Intercepted. And that is going to do it. Undisputed going to knock off on the clock 19-13 in the first game.
Undisputed looked pretty good out there.
They looked really good, offense and defense.
Asha looked great at QB. I've seen her play in tough before, actually, but she was a receiver. So it's good to see her out here slinging the ball.
Yeah, dominant performance on both sides. Meanwhile, Jonah is going to take off with it and get a nice gain.
And she's taking advantage of the quarterback run.
So, Greg, with the pro rules here for the women's, is it no 4th down?
No, you get 3 downs to get the first down at midfield and another 3 downs to score. It makes these games go by really fast.
Yeah. And it is a shorter field as well than the men's.
Correct. It's a shorter field than 6s. I do believe it's the same thing as men's, as far as the 5s.
Mm-hmm. Tough on the doorstep here.
In a game they're already in control of.
Jonah. End zone. It's good.
So
touchdown.
That's one of that. She's new to Tough League. That's Burgundy McCurdy. She's actually a basketball player.
But you couldn't tell.
Man, but I'm telling you right now, basketball players make great flag football players because their catch radius is so big. You don't catch the ball with your chest in basketball ever. So it's just natural reactions to get your hands out there, which increases, the ability you have to get your hands on the ball. I love having basketball players as some of the more famous tight ends in the league were basketball players.
Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez, Jimmy Graham. Those guys are basketball players.
Not only that, Burgundy's got about a foot over everybody else out there as well.
It helps. That helps. We haven't really had a chance to see it yet, but she's also an amazing DB. Oh yeah, she can cover. She's locked down in coverage.
Well, she's out there, so maybe we'll see that wingspan. So let's see what Game Time can do here. Cooper throws, it's caught. That's going to be Monet Smith. So Undisputed just knocking off on the clock to go to 1-0. Cooper hits Monet again. Reach is good for the first and more. Trying to drive down. Cooper, bunch formation this time. Blitz coming, she's going deep, wide open, and touchdown. Touchdown, Game Time. So the conversion is good for game time. 28-14. So not much time probably in this one. Tough League well in control. Jonah doing a great job operating the offense. Looking, sails over the middle, incomplete. Becca Shoney in the area. So if you missed it earlier today, the On the Clock Sports men's D2 division ended up winning the championship against Undisputed. Undisputed had a final drive, got close, but were unable to get in the end zone. Here's Jonas, quick throw to Becca. It's caught. Bring up about 3rd down and 5. Quick snap, rolls right. Jonah, deep ball for Becca. She's got it. What a throw and route. Touchdown. Becca, who came back from injuries this season, showing some strength out here already. And Tough League goes up 34-14. Here's the conversion attempt for Tough. Tough League showing dominance out here like the men's did in the last tournament, and the conversion is good. So 35-14, and that is going to do it. Tough League defeating Game Time 35-14 in the opening match, which is similar to what we saw in the men's D2 division. Tough League came out dominating Game Time in the first game, which is what we're seeing in the women's as well. But in the first game for the men's, Undisputed had tied On the Clock, but Undisputed women are able to defeat On the Clock. So Undisputed and Tough League showing their strength here today, both of them getting victories. Now the format is each team will play each other team in a round robin, and the top 2 remaining will advance to the championship game. And don't forget, after this series of tournaments, we've got the men's Division 1 tournament coming up later. So On the Clock Sports winning the men's D2 division. By the way, On the Clock Sports will hold the final huddle November 18th and 19th. They will be offering multiple formats over the span of a 2-day tournament. Prizes to all winners, including cash back for the gold division, as well as championship rings and apparel. Register by messaging On the Clock directly via Instagram at On the Clock Sports 1. So second round of games coming up is going to be Undisputed taking on Tough League. So both the winners going to go at it, and On the Clock will take on Game Time. So you got Jonah and Asha meeting at midfield. Both of the, like you said, Greg, a lot of these players playing multiple leagues. We've seen Jonah against Asha in the Tough Her division.
So I just saw something that you will only see in girls flag football. You'll never see the guys do this. A girl makes a great defensive play. The offensive player still makes the catch. They fall on top of each other. They hug and say, "Good play." I can only imagine if that was me. And I'd be like, "Bro, if you don't get off me, man, we're going to have a problem." It's like, you got lucky on that catch anyway.
Yeah, I'll get you on the next one.
Oh, man.
Instead, they're helping each other out, helping each other up. That's what makes it fun to watch. It's a different dynamic.
All right, we're waiting for the next set of girls' games to get going. We're going to have Undisputed taking on Tough League. And we'll have Game Time taking on the Clock Sports.
And Greg, Undisputed and Tough both winning. What did you like out there from both those teams?
It looks like both teams, the offense was amazing. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see these two offenses go at each other now.
And who you got in this one? Putting you on the spot here.
If I'm going by the games that I just saw, Undisputed looked like they were ready. So I don't know. I think Tough is going to have their hands full with this one. I think Undisputed may actually get them. Asha was on fire. I don't even know if she missed last game.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the clock, Game Time, who you got there?
I'm going to go with On the Clock. I said that even they may lose that first game, but they'll still factor in the end. I'm going with them.
Well, On the Clock, marching from left to right. Tough, we'll start with the ball, marching from left to right. Actually, on your screen is On the Clock's moving from right to left. Picked by Undisputed on the first play. That's just something they do, Greg. Intercepts on the first pass.
Hey, listen. I just said I think Undisputed might get him. I mean, that was a great play.
That was Michaela Rand with a pick.
You don't see Jonah throw very many interceptions either.
No, I don't. I think they're surprised. They don't even know what happened. It was
Nah,
a crazy pick.
She's like, "What happened? Did we not succeed just now?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen often."
How did that person come down with the ball? On the clock, marching. Meanwhile, Undisputed with another chance for an early score.
On the Clock has had some uncharacteristic drops by their offense. So,
Asha, end zone, easy touchdown.
She's literally been on fire. Man, now we're talking about 6-0 Undisputed over Tough. Tough throwing a pick on their first play. Meanwhile, we got a 0-0 game On the Clock Sports. Oh, with the handoff, great
the defense.
Oh, another great move.
Wow.
And we got the flag pull. Game Time, they have some good flag pullers. That was Brittany Torian on that one, and she they call her B-Tor.
I'll tell you, On the Clock speed, they got some speedsters over there.
Asha again going up top.
Ooh,
hey, that's the matchup. That's the matchup we're looking for. That's the matchup we're looking for. We got
the two tallest players out here.
Yeah, that's a great matchup. That's Hannah Bowden versus Burgundy McCurdy. Burgundy comes away with the win on that one. But I told you, Burgundy is a great defender. I mean, she's a great DB.
And she showed it there. So they're going to call On the Clock out of bounds. So it's a turnover on downs.
Jonah gets the snap. Short throw over the middle. We got the pitch. Oh.
Couldn't quite hang on.
Girls got to be ready for the pitch.
Shelly Peterson on the catch over the middle.
Fun fact, Shelly Peters' partner is Jordan Arias, the quarterback for Tough League. Yeah. That's a thing.
Today's quarterback for Tough League.
Yeah, the quarterback for Tough League today.
All right.
Well, for Division II, the Division II quarterback.
Yeah.
Shelly's another sneaky fast one, man.
Yeah.
They will find her deep at one point today.
Jonah.
Ooh, that's a good reach. I think they're going to give her the first down. Yeah, they will. That was a good reach. Yeah. That's going to be number 21. That's Brittany Angel with the.
So On the Clock's opening drive, unable to convert. Game Time with a chance here. Both those teams have to win to stay in it. Here's Jonah. Deep ball, Becca there. Oh, my goodness.
That was a dot. Dot, 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 dot.
That Jonah deep ball to Becca is just
going to be
fire.
a 6-6 game now.
Ooh, interception.
Tough League gets on this board.
On the Clock with the interception. That's Nat Kreiner picking off Joy Cooper. So big defensive game in that one.
Yeah. I love bunch plays in the non-contact. They're so effective.
Jonah.
Oh, she had her.
Oh, incomplete.
She wanted the jump ball. Jonah wasn't feeling it.
Yeah. She was open in the corner for a second.
She was. I mean, you got those. You got to throw it up. You got to let her have it. Hannah wasn't even on the field on that one. There was nobody who was going to jump with her.
Here's Joy. Dumps over the middle. Plows through the defender.
Wow. She really did.
Somehow able to get her flags while taking that hit.
And that was Sydney Villarreal on the catch.
So Undisputed back in on offense. Quick throw. Oh, there's your matchup right there. That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, that's going to be the matchup all day.
McCurdy versus Bowden.
Burgundy. Burgundy and Hannah.
Nice run there.
Yeah, that was a good play call. I like that play call. That was Sydney Villarreal on the catch.
Here's Asha. Quick throw across. It's
wow, and a great flag pull.
Fantastic.
This will be 3rd down.
There's Brittany Angel on the flagpole.
Yeah. She doesn't make that flag pull. That's a 30-yard play easy.
Yeah. Cooper back of the end zone too high.
So it'll be a big 3rd down for Undisputed.
So game time, unable to convert. Game. Fakes the trickery, throws over the middle.
That's Sarah Evans with the ball. She's real fast. They use her a lot of time for a rush, but I mean she's fast. So with the ball in her hand, she's dangerous. Let's see what they do here.
Safety blitz.
Oh, great play call.
Nice read by Asha.
That'll be a 1st down. Wow. Your 1st down completion to Augusta. It's a great play call. Good combination. They had a couple crosses and then had the slot on the out.
Oh, she would have had the first probably. Instead pitches it and they'll be short.
Yeah, they lose 6 yards on that.
1st down here for Undisputed. Safety blitz again. Asha. Oh, just threw it into the dirt. Uncharacteristic miss. By the way, here's Herrera. Throws. It's caught. 1st down. 4 on the clock. Bit of defensive battle there. Both teams have moved the ball, but unable to get into the end zone. 2nd down here for Undisputed.
It's one of the first incomplete passes we've seen.
Yeah. They're doing that safety blitz
here
again.
Comes again. Oh, good defense. Ooh. I think they're running man. I think Tough League is running man. They're basically saying you don't have anybody that's going to beat us.
Double pitch. Herrera goes deep. It's caught. Are they going to say?
What do we got?
Looks like they might bring it back.
Yeah, something happened in the backfield.
Wow, that was some nice trickery. Double pitch.
That's the 2nd double pass trickery we've seen on the day. On the Clock Sports won their game with it.
Yeah.
They're in the men's Division 2.
Yeah. 3rd down here and long for Undisputed. Tough League playing deep.
3rd down. Let's see what they cook up.
Goes for it all. Deep ball.
No.
And that's great defense.
Lockdown. Burgundy got Hannah in Alcatraz. She was like, you get nothing.
That was like good post-up position.
Goodness gracious. She's basically wearing her jersey.
Yeah. So Burgundy winning that defensive matchup so far.
Oh, yeah.
Each team with a defensive stop here in the Tough League Undisputed game.
On the Clock Sports, driving to get the first score of that game.
Jonah, good footwork, throws, caught, makes a player miss. 1st down and more. And false start there for
on the clock. Yeah.
It's like half the team jump
Meanwhile,
the
it
snap.
looks like that Tough League has done a good job of overcoming that first interception.
Yeah, they sure have, and they have a chance to take the lead here. First down.
Let's see. Oh, got Turbo with the
Herrera.
ball. She rolls left a little bit. Looks like she got sacked. Yep, they're gonna call a sack. That was 10, little 10, number 3. She on the sack. Got Jonah rolling
Big
left.
blitz here.
She likes to roll left.
Oh,
Oh, Hannah gets her hands up. She gets her hands up. Gets a hand on the ball.
little change up there, bringing in the tall defender to
That's smart.
blitz.
Yeah.
As a short quarterback, I hate when the tall defenders come in on me.
That is. You've got that jump throw down though.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I have to do it to survive. Pretty much every defender's taller than me out there. Here's Joy.
Joy. Lefty flick. She's got Jack. Quick flag pull. This will be 3rd down and goal for Tuffley. Let's see what they can cook up here. I think you got to watch Becca on the crosser.
Yeah, that's
No,
been their play.
she kept Becca short.
Caught. One player missed. Can't make the second one.
I guess I was wrong. I guess that wasn't 3rd down. It's 3rd down now.
Yeah.
We must have had a penalty on that first play.
So here we go. 3rd down.
Oh,
What are you calling
look
up
at
to
this.
Becca? Oh, they're going to bring
Nah,
in
they're
Burgundy.
going to bring in Burgundy. This is smart. For the red zone, you go tall. Let's see if maybe she can win. Oh, Joy just missed that. She had Sydney on that crosser. So 3rd and goal. I'm thinking that you got to go up to Burgundy, right?
Burgundy or,
Yeah.
or
Look,
across
look,
the
she's not
Becca?
even looking her way. She's not even looking her way. Oh, yes, she is.
Over the middle.
Yes, she is.
Now, isn't that what you said, Greg? Put your tall person in the front.
In the front
not
of the end
back.
zone,
Yes.
not the back.
Yes.
That's much more difficult
So
for the defenders to
undisputed
guard.
men's team should watch that play and see how they did it.
Man,
Great execution there.
it is.
Tufts going to go back up 12-6.
I said they recovered from that early pick 6. Oh, look at Monet Smith with the hands. I tell you what, Monet and Jack are, that's a formidable team up front, man, in any format.
Mm-hmm. Here's the extra point for Tuff. Tough run on the clock a little bit. Throws. Ooh,
Oh,
what a
nice
zip
catch.
and catch.
Wow, that was a great catch. And that was number 21, that's Brittany Angel. Hands.
That was a zip by Jonah, too.
Woo-wee.
Tough going up 13-6 over Undisputed.
It's throws like that that make me say that Jonah's top tier. That's why.
Absolutely.
I mean, she knows when to take a little bit off and when to zip them.
Mm-hmm. And she's been on the money hitting the deep ball to Becca.
Just
Here's
one.
Joy going deep.
Oh, to Monet. And guess who comes down with it?
Ooh, dang.
Is she inbounds? Yeah. Touchdown. Touchdown game time.
So finally someone on the board there.
Yeah, 6-0 game time. Honestly, they could do that a lot. They could throw it up to her a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, Monet does a good job getting in position and boxing out that defender. So points tough to come by in the on-the-clock game time game, but game time finally getting on the board there. Both those teams, it's a must-win for both of them. Here's Joy. Throws, caught almost by 2 players, and now she shoves Monet in, and it's good. 7-0 game time. So Tough League and Undisputed at the half right now. Tough League able to score right before the half ended. And now the second game will go to halftime as well. So both teams scoring right before the end of the half. So Becca Shoney, you saw her out here, 2 big touchdowns for Tough. She's also a Triple Crown winner. She grabbed the Triple Crown in Tough her this season. Triple Crowns are not easy to grab, Greg. You know that. Becca would finish with 41 receptions, 583 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Congratulations, Becca, on winning the Triple Crown.
You know, we had an interesting conversation where we talked about, you know, the better receivers in Tough, and you know, we brought up a couple girls, and neither one of them was Becca Shoney. She was like, "Hey, don't forget about me," and then she just goes out and wins the Triple Crown for the receivers.
Yeah, and she's been monstrous today. 2 deep catches from Jonah for touchdowns. I always like to see the shorter players do well out there.
It does help when you're lightning fast.
Yeah.
That deep ball she caught, man, she was a blur out there.
Yeah. Really fun to watch. So don't forget, coming up after this is the Men's Division I tournament that will come up right after the Women's Division. Earlier today in the Division II, on the clock, knocking off Undisputed for the championship. So second half, almost getting ready to start here. Undisputed will start with the ball. Tough just scored. So can Undisputed answer? One of the matchups to watch there is Burgundy McCurdy for Tough League on defense against Hannah Bowden, Undisputed for offense. So here we go. Asha, quick throw. It's caught. That's Edwards.
That's been her MO all day. She's been murdering defenses with just quick throws.
Quick second down. Meanwhile, on lockdown, both sides of the ball. First game and the second game. Tough men's were impressive in the first game, but kind of pattered in the second game. But the women hanging strong here.
Yeah.